the acharyas supervise pictures themselves, like Prabhupada he told the original ISKCON artist, Shamarani, he said, no, Arjuna is not like this, Krishna is more like this, you have to paint like this. He was giving detailed description of how the pictures should look, what the Panchatattva should look like. In other words, he revealed to us, just like the deities, they are made by the experts in India, great craftsmen. It's a big science of making deities. It's not like everybody does whatever they think. Maybe some special developments are there, just like when I found the deity in Mallorca. It was a deity which was so uncommon that I've never seen it in my life. I've not seen this type of deity, not from Vrindavan, not from Puri, not from Mayapur. It must be from South India, from somewhere, because it was so unique, but it was very obviously Radha Govindaji, Kishore, as we call them. So the images, the pictures in the Vaishnava cultures, you listen to the holy message, you listen to it, and what does it say, this message? It says Krishna plays flute, Krishna is dancing with the gopis, Krishna is on the Yamuna, Krishna is caressing the cow, Krishna is smiling sweetly, Krishna is everybody's friend, Krishna is hiding from the gopis, then Radharani is looking for him. And sometimes Radharani is upset and is hiding from Krishna, and then Krishna is going after Radha. So many stories are there, so many pictures, so many wonderful images. They become meditations, they become inner video. Like Lord Brahma in the Srimad Bhagavatam says, first shloka, that the Lord appeared to Brahma within his heart. He gave him a view, an insight to see what's going on in the spiritual world. Tene Brahma Lida Yadi Kaviyim Yanti Atsuraya. He gave him an insight, and now you look at this. Great devotees that can see different pastimes taking place inside their heart. This is called Smarana. Smarana, the process of recollection by divine guidance. In the hearts of hearts, they're diving deeply into this Krishna Lila. Just like one song which Prabhupada used to sing every day. Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari Gopi Jata Vallabha Girivandadari Gopi Jata Vallabha Girivandadari Yashoda Nandana Rajachandra Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Rajachandra Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Rajachandra Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Rajachandra Ranjana Yamuna Tira Srila Prabhupada closed his eyes and he sang this song, and you could see how his mind was seeing all the pictures of Vrindavan. Every day he used to sing that before class. It was his standard. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivalladari. Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivalladari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Nachari. Yamuna Tira Nachari. Can somebody ask Gopal Tapani Upanishad? He has to open those pictures which were sent here. We got some pictures sent here from a natural disaster which happened in Vrindavan a few days ago. A big hailstorm devastated our whole roofs in Vrindavan. So I wanted to show you these pictures and see if you can to help the Vrindavan temple for the restoration of these roofs. A hailstorm, the hail was like tennis balls. It was like so heavy. Our entire roofs were smashed. So it's amazing, the forces of nature. So Prabhupada used to be a person of the deepest appreciation of everybody's participation in Krishna consciousness. Sometimes he said, thank you for participating in this Krishna conscious movement. I consider you representatives of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur who have come here to help me to do this movement. He would say things like that, of course charming our hearts to the maximum degree. When your guru tells you something like that, you're a representative of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. So I can say definitely you are a representative of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada helping me to continue his mission. Hey, could you get those pictures?
It's a bit difficult
We
because
should get help from somebody who knows, and then we should get those pictures to show. I have not seen them myself. I only read what they said about the disaster. So, the pictures of Krishna, each and every picture tells a story. That's why there's a famous saying that says, a picture tells 1,000 words. I mean, the pictures, the windows to the spiritual world, when you go through the books of Prabhupada, when you see all the beautiful pictures in the Krishna book, when you see the other books in the picture in the Bhagavatam, you see the pictures in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and afterwards so many more pictures have been painted in the lineage of Prabhupada. I mean, really, really beautiful pictures. There were many. In the beginning, there were good painters, undoubtedly, but later on, such amazing Russian painters joined, and they made some of those museum pictures, like in New Delhi ISKCON. It is such an art, such a piece of art. It's unbelievable, just absolutely magnificent. And they were supervised by my friend Bhaktisiddhanta Das, who was working with 60 Russian artists, 60. They were painting all the beautiful frescoes and museum pieces, everything. So when it comes to Krishna art and the windows to the spiritual world, you can only go like this. Ah, Now, another friend of mine, Janardan, he's a Italian fresco painter. He just installed, I put it up on Veena. If you're a Veena reader, then you know what I'm talking about. He made the Mahabharata paintings. The whole, funnily, the castle of Conde Machiavelli, which is in Firenze, in Florence, that was purchased by the devotees long time ago. Now they made it into a Mahabharata art gallery. Machiavelli, he doesn't know what good luck has come to him. And if you see those paintings from the Mahabharata made by Janardhan, you cannot believe it. They are so realistic, and their paintings are like the size of a whole wall. I mean, big. It's the whole castle was filled with the Mahabharata exhibit. You know, Krishna art, Krishna's pictures in the spiritual world, they just go, you know, they just very mad. They're totally like the classics, like Rubens and Hals, Franz Hals, and like these painters of El Greco, or what's our famous Jordan? One paints this big fresco church. The hell description. Yes, it only was bought. I mean, those paintings, these people are making us on that level, you know, topmost painting level capacity. And it's just pulling out, you know, if you go everywhere, you go to India, every temple is full of art. We just gave our Darya Award to Tarak Chand, one of the great artists. And Tarak Chand is the brother of Radharaman, and Radharaman is the biggest and most expert deity maker. So forms, divine forms, Krishna becomes visible by the hands and by the arts of the devotees, like amazing. Like one time, my godbrother Siddha Swarupananda, he had a Nishingadev painted very softly. Nishingadeva with Prahlad, so lovingly and so softly. So it's like that, you know. The devotees, Krishna reveals himself through the devotees in so different ways. So different. But there's also the Ugra Nishinga. Nishingadev is furious. And he tears Hiranyakashipu to pieces and pulls out the intestines. You know, in India they worship Ugra Nishinga, Yoga Nishinga, Lakshmi Nishinga, and Prahlad Nishinga. There's like four different moods of Nishinga there, you know. So, this Lord Nishinga there is just amazing. He's absolutely loving, and he's also absolutely furious. In Krishna art, in Krishna love, all these things are contained. You can meditate in Lord Vishnu, you can meditate in Bhrigu Muni. There's so many different types of places. I just got some work from Switzerland about the latest children book we are making. If you bring the drawings there on my desk, just some latest. And then we have the Krishna art, which was made by the little Krishna, which is a different art, a three-dimensional art, which they made in the South Indian studios of Acharyabhata and whoever sees this, he feels very charmed. It's such an elegant way of glorifying Krishna's Leela. I am simply amazed by the pictures of Krishna. The pictures of Krishna which are the most sweet to my ear are the songs of the Vaishnava Acharyas, because they are also descriptions of the spiritual world. There are so many. I mean, you have to go through the songbook and then you have to become amazed. Wow, how beautiful and beautiful is all that. Krishna consciousness is really beautiful. Krishna is beautiful. He's Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. And his material energy, wow. Just look at this lake and forest with swans and ducks and everything. It's so beautiful. Even what the human beings have done is also beautiful. Beautiful castle, beautiful installations. I mean, in one way or another, everything seems to be quite beautiful. And that's what Krishna consciousness is. It's the world of beauty. And it's the world of taste. It's the world of sweetness. And it's the world of love. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Satyam, truth. Shivam, auspiciousness. And Sundaram, beauty. And Srila Maharaj was very fond of saying beauty, sweetness, and love. They call it. Here we have another news story. The growing of pearls in Malahadikul. This is a new story. I just asked Gorangi in Switzerland to make the story into a book for our children page, because we have Damodar, our children page. So here's the story. The initial painting says going to be more, but because the story was very nice. First, Krishna asked Mother Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, please give me some pearls. You have such nice pearls. I want to plant them, and then we're going to have more pearls because they're so beautiful. Mother Yashoda said, no, Krishna, you cannot plant pearls. That's not the way how pearls come in this world. No, Mom, he said, please give me pearls. I want to plant them. So he was nagging Mother. Finally, Mother couldn't refuse him. So she gave him some pearls, and Krishna took the pearls. Here you see this picture. Krishna's planting pearls. And he's putting milk on it, not water. It has to be special, so he's putting milk. Now, there's the cow. Krishna's taking from the cow milk and then putting on the pearls. Then the gopis are coming and asking, hey Krishna, what are you doing there? Here you see the gopis. Next. That's the next story. So Krishna says, I'm growing pearls. The gopis said, oh, foolish boy you are. There's no pearls coming from growing pearls. Krishna says, you know. You're just going to be envious of my pearls. Then you're not going to get any for what you're saying. So Krishna's making it very quickly. The bushes are growing and giving pearls and pearls and pearls in big amounts and in all colors. Red pearls, blue pearls, green pearls, yellow, pink, all the pearl colors you can imagine. They are shining. And the gopis look. No, Krishna is growing pearls. And then the gopi said, can we have some pearls also? I said, no, sorry, you not. You thought I would get thorns and not pearls. Now I cannot give you any pearls. You have offended the pearls. I'm growing. And the gopis went home with us. Mom, please. Please, Mom, give us some pearls also. Krishna has been growing pearls. We want to grow pearls also. Mom, please. So the mothers reluctantly give some pearls to the gopis, and the gopis, they go and they plant the pearls in the soil, and they also put some milk on it, following exactly Krishna's example, and some bushes grow very quickly, but the bushes only have thorns. No, not one pearl grows on those bushes. And Krishna said, how is your pearls coming? Said, no pearls. Oh, what do you mean you know? What are you getting on your bushes? Thorns. Only thorns. So then when Krishna sees that the gopis lost all their pearls and now they become very humble, and they said, oh Krishna, we are so sorry that we spoke bad of your pearls planting. Could you please be so kind and give us some pearls? Krishna says, okay, I give you. So this is one of the pictures, one of the leelas in Malahani Kunda. This place is now recovered by Srila B.A. Maharaj, and it will be restored to have a beautiful exhibit of this pastime there. So it's in Radhakund, it's very close to Radhakund, very beautiful. So this is Vrindavan, this is the place of leelas. Everywhere, all the time, Krishna has leelas, Krishna has beauty. Everything is there because that's what Krishna wants. And because of that, he is creating a world which is continuously changing images. Krishna Lila is eternal, so it's always new, ever fresh. And still, if you hear the Rasa Lila or any of those Lilas, they are always like fresh and sweet and beautiful. And that's actually the medicine for the devotees, is to paint Krishna, to make sculpture of Krishna, to make drama with Krishna's Leela, to make, like yesterday we had this beautiful Mahabharata drama by the children. Very well done. Congratulations to the ones who made it. Really, really good. And all the children could think about the images, because that's image. Now the word image also takes you to another word called imagination. And that is, love means imagination. You have to have an imagination to make service, because you have to create an image. Now, imagination may also be considered speculation. So we are not interested in imagining things which are false, but anything connected with Krishna is not false, because the imagination will be inspired. It will be inspired inspiration, inspired imagination, and then it will be something creative, like creative. It will be something constructive. It will be something elevated. And that is exactly what our spiritual master taught us. He said, make beautiful things for Krishna. This is our only chance, our only hope, to do something very beautiful for Krishna. What else are we going to do? Are we going to make, like, sometimes you feel that you see the modern art museums. Oh my God, this is very harsh to go to a modern art museum, really. Especially if you are kind of an artist yourself. It's just like the imagination of the artist is of such a type that they always have to imagine something more extreme, worse, more provoking, challenging, and like there's no end to it. Boyce made Fat Egg. One of his art pieces there was the big gallery, and he put in one corner, he put grease. like economy Greece, just Greece. Very interesting art piece. The Fed Act, it was called, no? And there's other things which I won't tell you what they do in art, you know. I mean, horrifying art. Art is, and then of course we run into danger, because Hitler, he said the perverted arts, and then he burned so many art pieces and burned books which he didn't agree with, that they have any artistic content. So the thing of burning art or condemning art, this has been like one of the, practically speaking, every political system starts promoting some kind of art over the other, favoring one over the other. And that is really silly, you know. You have like the communist art, no? And the communist art is always like some outcry against injustice, and you have this, and then finally you have the workers, no? Strong workers, no? We are working for the socialists and and this is like they have stereotype art. Fascism has a stereotype art. Communism has a stereotype art. So, what kind of images is this? This is also painful to the eye. But then the modern art, call it modern art has no strings attached to it. It can be anything, and it has to be always something new. And sometimes, artistically, it may be very excellent. They may actually accomplish very, very super things, but in the substance, well, there is no substance. It's just like different degrees of expressions of disgust with the emptiness of this material existence. Or maybe something else, or maybe you see in this material world that everything what the people do when there's no Krishna, it gets out of hand. It gets really out of hand. And it becomes something which is really nothing. It's really nothing. That's why they start to feel inclined. I give you a very unfortunate example, and people, they watching what's not allowed to be watched. So then it's pornography. Now that everybody is pornography, finally they legalize pornography. So now watching pornography is becoming boring because it's already legal. Now they have to find child pornography. But that's illegal, so then they are interested in that. You always want to look at something which you're not supposed to look at. It's such a crazy world, the world of images, no? And then it gets even worse. It gets even worse. There was one guy in England, just came out in the newspaper recently. He said, well, for me to have my full sexual arousal or something, I have to torture you. It's kind of sadistic, no? It's kind of maso-sadistic. We have heard of that. It's not even so uncommon. But he said, in the end, I have to kill you to get my full kick out of it. And she said, okay, do it. So he killed her. It just came out in the, oh yeah, now we have the sexual sensation of the killing of a woman. Well, I guess those who were witch hunters, they were very much into that, no? They were into killing women and in this way enjoy their perversion. My God, Kali Yuga. This is where the images go when there's no God, when there's no divinity, when the people are not, they're hopeless and they become mad. So, in one sense, we have the most beautiful Satyam Shivam Sundaram. On the other side, you have to see the total disaster, the total violence. You know, what is the movie's beauty nowadays? Helicopters exploding and blood splattering right over the camera. This is the latest thing, you know. The guy shoots the guy, and then the blood, when the guy like blows to pieces, it goes on the lens. No? So it's becoming so real, like his blood is spilling all over the lens. So what the heck is this, you know? You see, the material world is the images, you know. We need to recollect our positive, constructive images of love. That is Krishna consciousness. That is meditation. Meditation is not closing your eyes and rubbing your eyes if you see some colors, you know, or get any other imaginary. Real art is not to have contact with ghosts. I mean, when you are worshipping ghosts, there's a lot of images also going on. Very strange images, if you see them. I mean, how do you worship ghosts? And what is the ghost worship? What is the beauty of it? Huh? If you go and look at that, oh my God. If you look at the ghost worship, this is so terrible. And the more terrible it gets, the more bloody it also gets. In the beginning, you worship the ghost, you're just doing some personal sacrifice, and then you're offering some cigar, and then you're offering some whiskey, and then the ghost says, no, I want a chicken. You have to kill the chicken and put the blood over. And then he said, no, I don't want a chicken, now I want a goat. And finally, as children, in candomblé is one of the black magic, the voodoo things. It is perfectly accepted that the more higher offerings is a virgin girl has to be sacrificed. What the heck is that? What kind of images is this? Where the hell are we going when we get interested into this voodoo magic type of things? Sorry, you know. This is nothing to do with sattva, gun, vishuddha, sattva. Forget it. Forget it. You don't start your spirituality in any of these imaginary horrific things. Like sometimes, you know, you may see images of demon faces and all sorts kind of things. Voodoo. If I've lived in Brazil many years, and now it's not only Brazil, you can get them. They're called macumba stores. You can go there and you can buy the prostitute, you can buy the Eshu. Eshu looks like the devil, no? 1 foot like a goat foot one, and a tail, a horn. You know, statues, small ones, big ones, like any size you want. No? You can take one of those temples and then you can worship through them. You can make there is, and it's a very confusing imagery too, because when the voodoo and all that was underpressed by the Christians, then they just took Christian images and substituted it. Like they have a ghost they call Eshu, and that is supposed. He looks like Jesus, but he's not Jesus. No, they have for each of their ghosts they have a substitute. So the Christians say, "Oh, these guys worshiping Jesus," but it's all became like a confusion in the images because no clarity whatsoever. But if you want to identify whether something is sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, it's very clear. We have a very clear. We have rajic, tamasic. We have it in the. We have it in the food. We have it in the art. We have it in the drama. We have it in the conversation. Krishna gives a full description. There's a whole chapter in Bhagavad Gita. What is rajasic? What is tamasic? What is sattvic? And we can't get it. We think that something where people get confused, lose their mind, get all kinds of strange contact with ghosts and all kinds of things. Oh, now they're getting something higher. Very smart, you know? Very smart, I must say. I mean, the whole conception now, Now don't think that the ghosts are so foolish. The ghosts, they offer you things. The ghosts, in order to entertain yourself, they give you some certain nectar, some sensations, or for example, they can tell you the future. The ghosts, because they're suddenly power, they can read the mind of another person. They can do things. It's not they have no powers. Why do you think people worship ghosts? Yanti Bhuta. Because when you Bhutani Yanti Bhutecha, you worship the ghost because they give you something, and then you have to pay. With your own life, with your own soul, you become a ghost. Somebody dies in intoxication, he becomes a ghost. Prabhupada says it very clearly. It's a well-known factor. You want to risk that? You want to become a ghost? So, for example, Goethe, Zauberlehrling, he says, the spirits which I called, now I can't get rid of them. Once you call them, once you invite them into you, you become indebted with them. You create a liaison, and then they are on your neck all the time. You need me. So, and that's why in Faust says, here's the Zauberlehrling. And for learning the magic, what he has to do? For learning the magic, he has to sell his soul to the devil. And who's the devil? Well, we are all devils. When we are not Krishna conscious, then we become devils. It's not that there's some devil to be blamed out there. We are all the nice, fine guys, but out there's this terrible devil who wants to catch us. No. We all have the devil inside of us. We are all potential devils. But when you want to get certain things, then you have to sell your soul to the devil. This is a Western concept, but it's not wrong. Therefore, Krishna says, whoever you think of at the moment of death, that state you will achieve. Whatever state you think of in the moment of death, there you will go. So you want to go to the Tamaguna region, you want to go to the region of the spirits and the Gandharvas and the demigods. No, we don't want to go to Svarga. Can you imagine? Svarga. We don't want to take Somaras with the demigods. We don't want that. It's not our idea. Our idea is Anyavilasita Sunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavilitam Anukulyena Krishna Nushilanam Bhakti Uttama. We want to reject karma and jnana. What? Karma? What's wrong with karma? What about karma yoga, karma kanda? Yes, it's there in the Vedas. And what is our bhakti concept of them? We reject. We don't want to make business with God. We don't want to say, Lord of my heart, I offer you 1,000 artics and you let me win the lottery, okay? We don't want to make this type of business with God. And some people promote this. Some people promote, you go to God for things. You ask Him this, you ask Him that. And they think, oh, that's a great idea. And God has, you think this is a beautiful place? You know, we are middle of Germany, Kali Yuga. It's so beautiful. Can you imagine what Svarga looks like? What the heavenly planets look like? Can you imagine the concerts when they play music and when they make drama there? I mean, I've seen some far dramas, you know, but whatever's going on in Svarga, it is mind-blowing. Completely out of range for us. We try to imitate, we try to make some beauty. But we don't really know what is beauty. We forget that the only real beauty in this world is the sincere and loving smile. That's beautiful. You don't smile, your face looks ugly. Just look at yourself. You don't smile, immediately you look ugly. You start smiling, smile. Yes, immediately becomes beautiful. Just by smiling, not the salesman smile. Salesman, that's a little different. They smile only to sell you something. As soon as you don't buy anything, don't waste my time. So, in other words, here we have images, and Krishna is Smita Krishna. Krishna is smiling Krishna. And Prabhupada smiles at us to get us into Krishna consciousness. He doesn't smile when you're in Tamaguna. Prabhupada doesn't smile. Prabhupada's not happy when his disciples go do crazy things, speculative things, dangerous things. He's not happy with that. He's not happy when one devotee deals roughly with another devotee. Not at all. Prabhupada doesn't authorize that. He doesn't want that. Prabhupada wants something beautiful for his devotee. So beautiful he wants. Because Prabhupada loves his devotees. So much love is there. And that is the beauty we are looking for. Beauty, sweetness and love. Come on. Beauty, sweetness and love. This is Krishna consciousness. We are not after ugliness. We are not looking at horrible images. You know some people, they go into ghost experiences. You know what I'm referring to. Taking intoxication, and then you see all kinds of ghostly things, and you don't know. You may meet demons there. You may get scared. You may get paranoias. You do all kinds of things. You don't even know where you're going. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what happens afterwards. And then some people, they speculate. They say, oh, I can also do that. Make some money with that. Do you know where that takes you? Do you realize what happens if somebody's getting involved in such things and you encourage them to? You get a full reaction for that. It's just like selling drugs. When you sell drugs and you make people drug addicted so that you make money from them, you get the reaction, the karmic reaction. It's just like you rob a bank, or you take the money away from an old lady who comes out from the bank bringing her pension home, and you snatch her bag so that you can go out and smoke dope or something with her money, something like that. You're taking other people into futures you do not even know about. You have no control about. You only know one thing, it's tamaguna. It's tamaguna because it's tamaguna. You can know. It's not so difficult to know what is tamaguna, because that's what the scriptures already explain what is tamaguna. The scriptures are not leaving us in, you say, oh, I tried it once, I tried it twice, and I'm still alive. Yes? You're still alive, but where are you going afterwards? And what happened with the damage you do here and here and here? Don't tell me there's no damage, because I've seen the damage. I've seen the damage. I have the wife there, the child. Where's the husband? He died. How did he die? He was taking ayahuasca. And he started vomiting and nobody watched him. And he died in his own vomit. He got fixed and could not breathe anymore. There's the girl, there's the child. Who's going to be responsible for that? The guy who sold the ayahuasca to him? The guy who encouraged him for that? Who's going to take the responsibility? Karmic responsibility. Do you still believe in karma? Do you still believe there's action and there's a reaction? You see that we are playing around with our human form of life like something, oh well, I got 500 human form of life, why not waste one? Huh? Why not? We are eternal, so let's play around. But why did Prabhupada come? He came to save us from our speculation. He came to save us from our tamaguna. He came to take us out and to take us back to Goloka. And he can do so. Why? Well, he gave us the images of beauty, sweetness, and love. He gave us the images of the life. He gave us the teachings. Be nice with each other, serve others, go on Sankirtan, or do anything good for others. For God's sake, do anything good for others. If you are not a Sankirtan man, if you are not giving lectures, if you're not making art, if you're not making drama, if you're not making anything good for others, well then just cook and give somebody prasadam who has never eaten prasadam, but do something good for others. My presentation is confirmed by the Supreme Personality of God. Just I'm in connection to Prabhupada. So therefore, the spiritual master comes and he teaches us what's good for us and what's not good for us. Because he loves us and he shows us. You want to have good things? Well, there it is. Eat good things. Offer them to Krishna. And people say, what about eating this? What about eating that? And he says, just eat what Krishna will eat. Eat prasada. What does Krishna eat? Well, he doesn't eat onion, he doesn't eat garlic, he doesn't eat mushrooms, he doesn't eat meat, he doesn't eat fish, he doesn't eat eggs. What about the rest? Yes, he does eat it. But what about organic or inorganic? Well, this is a big problem we have. In the last 100 years, all the devotees in the past, they didn't have that problem. Nobody was offering chemicals to Krishna because there was no chemical. Everybody had organic agriculture, etc., etc. We're just talking about the Bulgarian gardens, no? Everybody had an organic garden and beautiful gardens. They were competing in Bulgaria. They were competing about who has the most far-out tomatoes. They had a tomato competition: blue tomatoes, yellow tomatoes. Black tomatoes. Every tomato they had, and they all little taste like this. And people they could taste, let me try this tomato. That's very good to people. Today people have no idea what is a tomato. Why? Because they just eat tomato ketchup. And the tomato ketchup is filled with monoglutamate. So they put on top of the ketchup, they put this spice burnouts, you call them. When you put yourself on the spice burnout, that means you have like aspartame. These things, they're so strong, they're not gonna. You lose the taste. You can't taste anymore. Is it sweeter or this? You only have it's called the fifth taste. I just read an article about that. It's like a kind of the flesh, the eating flesh. So when you get the eating flesh, and that's what the monoglutamate does, because it makes you addicted. You want to have it again. You want to have the. Then you get a cauliflower. Actually, cauliflower has a very nice taste. If you taste it, just flowers have a taste, but you become addicted. Just like the chili eaters, they can't taste anything if there's not a chili. So therefore, they eat something, then a green chili. Very nice, huh? You can't taste it. It's not just green chili what you're tasting. So it's like that, there's a certain level of the senses, like maybe you call it a flash or or an orgasm, a taste orgasm. So and the powdered sugar, that creates the same thing. That's why we are also sugar addicted. Because we don't really taste the sweet. We don't taste, like for example, you have cherry and banana. Well, this is an incredible taste. It has its natural sweet. But then they put that in the thing, plus white sugar, and then you go and you don't know, you don't taste anything. And this is very addictive and very dangerous and very unhealthy, and we all know it. We all know it, and we all hook to it. And then there's the casein, and then there's cadaverine, and then there's so many different those who appeal to our neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitter, you know what's a neurotransmitter? How you explain it?
Die Botenstoffe im Gehirn sind.
Yes. It is a function or something in the brain which gives like full satisfaction message. And like this, dopamine, and there's something, and some of them are so strong they can blow you right out. You can become dismayed. Like when a person is faints, or when there's some anesthesia, there's like, they take your brain transmitters to a level of not being able to distinguish anymore. Then you go out. So the chemists have to admit the chemists are very expert people. They have found so many things about taste. Nowadays they can produce any smell, any taste, and any aromas. Yes, they can produce them all artificially. They say artificial coloring. Thank you. Why do I need artificial coloring? What is this? You want to eat artificial coloring? Why don't you eat crayons and start drinking oil paint and acrylics? You know, why do you want to have artificial coloring in your food? Are you bananas? Huh? Can you please paint my tongue? Huh? This is so crazy, no? But what about artificial flavoring? Where the heck? And you know something? These companies who are producing this artificial stuff, they have reserved their commercial rights to not reveal their recipes. In other words, you don't know what the heck you are eating. You don't know, is there addictive stuff in there? Is there poisonous stuff in there? Is there cancer-creating stuff in it? Do you know? No. The E's, E this, E that, all these so-called permits. How do they get the permits to put the E stuff inside? Because they bribe the officials, man. That is a big business. The one who authorizes the stuff, he's getting money. So the money-making machine, and they're happy because they know when you eat monoglutamate, you are a sure customer tomorrow. You like it? Again. Even I must say, we have also, I'm not saying that I'm perfect in these things, but you get these Kräutersalz in Germany. Kräutersalz. And the devotees were they all liked Kräutersalz because it sounds so good. Oh, it's salt with spices. But what's inside? Well, surely there's onion and garlic inside. And we are not supposed to eat or offer onion and garlic. Unless a doctor tells you, Ayurvedic remedy, you have to use some onion for something, then maybe that, no. But otherwise, we are not supposed to offer onion and garlic. We should live without that. That's what our teachers tell us. So in this way, kräuter salts? No, we don't use that. If you want to have more spices, put petersilie. Or grow some other spices, or get some organic ginger, then you can have it. If you want to have the kick on your taste, well, find out a kick which Krishna also accepts. In ginger, Krishna eats ginger, so no problem. And if you need more kick, then just eat more ginger. Chew up a big thing. Then you can get a good kick out of it.
Mango powder.
Mango powder?
Did you try?
No. Is it spicy?
It's like a devotional monolactic glutamate. Has the same effect. Like sour and sweet together.
Yes. Well, so just see, there are solutions for everything. So, but we have to be careful with ourselves. We have to look after our devotees. We have to protect them from confusion, from dangers. It's our duty. It's our duty to protect ourselves. And people say, I don't need protection. I'm already saved. When you're like a newborn Christian, you think, I'm saved. The devotees are noticed by accepting they're not saved. They are known by saying, I'm not a devotee. A devotee is known by saying, I have no taste for the holy name. A devotee is known by saying, I'm the sinner of the sinners. A devotee is not saying, oh, I'm very mature, I'm an elder devotee now, I can discriminate, I know which drugs to take and how much to take and when to take, I can control that and all these things. You may imagine yourself to be capable to do it. But it's an imagination only, and that's not the truth. It's not the truth. The truth is that the four regulative principles Prabhupada gave to us, they save us. They gave us back the human form of life. Prabhupada said, following the four regulative principles just makes you human. It doesn't make you a great yogi yet. Oh, you know something? What? Very advanced now. Why? I follow the four regulative principles. Good. Now finally you became a human being. Congratulations. What was I before? Half of a ghost? Half gone you were? Who knows where you're going? Or you were aspiring for animal body? Animal body is good for sleeping. Yeah, very good. You can become a bear. I still admire it, how a bear can sleep for 6 months in the winter. The frog can be in the ice. I don't know how they do it, what kind of model skills are designed there, you know. That somebody can survive in the ice. Or some bees. Also, they get stuck somewhere and the winter comes and they get Winterstarre. Winterstarre. No human being can do that. But the insects can. And the frogs can. And they stay. Well, how do you call that in English? Winterstarre. I never heard that word in English. When somebody becomes like stiff. And then when he becomes warm again, I'm still here. The water's still here, the lake is still here. Let me find my girlfriend, where's she? No, girlfriend is gone. The stork came and took her as the morning dish. So in this world, in material world, I mean, you want to become a frog and live through the winter like that. You want to become a bear and sleep all winter in a cave. You want to have sex like a monkey with every woman on a different tree. What is what you want? You can have it. No problem. That's why Lord Brahma created 8,400,000 forms. It's no problem. If you don't like claws, take them off. None of the animals have claws. They have no difficulty. If you don't like claws, why didn't you take them off? Because the police will come and lock you up. Huh? That's a problem. So you have to go to some area where everybody wants to take off the claws. But we don't believe in that. We don't believe that we should all run around naked. And it's too cold for it as well. So we believe in something else. We believe in Krishna. We believe in the beauty of Vrindavan. I mean, when little baby Krishna runs around, he's also naked. But Mother Yashoda is not naked. You've never seen a picture of Mother Yashoda naked. It's not our idea. We don't want to see Mother Yashoda naked. It would disturb our vision. And when the gopis are naked, only Krishna can watch. Because there is vice. So in this way, Krishna consciousness has a full conception of beauty, full conception of health, full conception of ecstasy, full conception of celebrations, of festivities, full conception of everything. How to run a nice family. How do you run a nice family? Very simple. You sit together with your wife and you say, how are we going to serve Krishna? How do we do that? What's our plan? We want to have a deity? Yes. We want to have a place where we can invite people? Yes. We want to have a farm so we can grow our own food and offer to Krishna? Yes. We want to help the Guru in the city? Yes. And then you sit together, make the decision together, make the short-term plans, middle, medium plans, long-term plans, and then argue about it and do it. And feel in ecstasy. Feel that, like I feel in ecstasy that I have a companion. I'm not staying in Berlin, unfortunately. Well, I used to. Sometime in my life I was in Berlin as well. But, and I'm in Berlin. Hey Mandali, you help me? Hey Prem Kishore, you gonna help me? Are we gonna do this together? Mandali says, yes, I think so. I came here to get something going. Good. Hey, what about Partha? Partha, are you gonna help me? Huh? Okay, good. Fantastic, yeah. Hey, Madam Chandra, are you going to be on the board? Are you going to do this? But then I feel attached. I get very attracted. Oh, they're helping me. Oh, it's fantastic. Gupta, are you going to help me in my homework to make something for Prabhupada? Yeah! Then I get attached to that. So it's like devotees. You work with somebody. We don't want to be let down. Somebody says, oh, I do this. And then he doesn't do it, and he's not anymore there, and his telephone changed. Hey, where is this guy? I love him. I don't know where he is now. He let you down. You made a plan together, no? I mean, this is what keeps us going. This is Satu Sangha Asanga. That you mean Prashangam Ajaram Prasham. It's attachment to a sadhu. Then it's good. Oh yeah, we're going to do something in Munich, huh? Party, you love it, huh? You and Mohini, and now you got Abhay and Ramananda. Hey, you get in a group there. It's becoming very wonderful. I mean, already we have to go to Munich because we have to see all these beautiful devotees there. Incredible. And I've become attached. Why not? Of course, if I'm not attached to you, then who am I going to be attached to? And what am I going to be attached to for what? Why am I attached to Satya Manjari? Because she's a great devotee. She wants to do beautiful things for Krishna. She has a great capacity. She may do it here, she may do it there. But if I'm attached to her, for what? Because working for Krishna together is a higher taste. Is something very unique. And then you say, hey, I need some help. Can you help me? Of course I can help you. What do you need? That's also part of it, no? Part of this devotional feeling of ecstasy is that we work together, we have a goal. We have a goal, and then we may accomplish that goal. Some of you, like Gupta, she was in Chakrima. What year was that when you were there? 99. I was already, the temple was there already?
Yes.
The big temple was already there?
No, the one in the
They were constructing the temple recently, yeah. So when you see that, oh, now they finished that. They actually finished that, and then they did another thing and another thing. Wow, it's so beautiful. So beautiful to see when the devotees progress in their things, in their projects. It's so beautiful. Absolutely. And that's what it makes our life meaningful. Because otherwise nothing is meaningful, because we die any moment anyway. And then we're not going to take anything except our consciousness. That's what we're going to take. And if our consciousness is attached to demigods, yanti deva, when you become a demigod, pitring yanti, pitindrataha. Oh, you're attached to your mother. Well, you have to go where she is now. She's a forefather. Bhutani yanti bhuticha. Or you're attached to the ghost experience. Okay, then you go and become a ghost. Yanti mam yachinopi mam. Or you're attached to me, Krishna says. Then I come to me. So you're producing your attachments by your images, by your chanting. If I chant Mahamanta, I become attached to Mahamanta and Krishna. But the mind's going to say, Prabhupada said, chant, chant, chant. And the mind says, can't. No, you chant. No, I can't. Come to the class. No, I'm very busy. Come to Mangal Arati. No, it is too early. The mind is a machine of making excuses. Always have some excuse. By the way, when do mothers get up? When do mothers get up in the countryside when they have children? What time they get up?
early, before the children get up.
Before the children get up. Before the sun rises. The natural cycle of getting up is early. Early to bed, early to rise, makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. There's so many things, you can, it's just, there are things, Prabhupada is not turning us into some weirdos because he made us rise early. Because some devotees are very extreme. I was very extreme. I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I could chant my rounds before Mangal Arati and for reading some books, because I wanted to read all of Prabhupada's books. But I did that for myself. I never pushed anybody else to get up that early. And also I didn't last too good, because I usually go to bed late, so that regimen I can't follow anymore. But anyhow, you can be strict with yourself, but be always merciful with others. You want to be in Mangal Arati, you be in Mangal Arati. You want to encourage others to come to Mangal Arati, then sing them a song in the morning. Don't say, Jeev Jagu. Hey, Lora Chandra Bole. And then they look out of the sleeping bag. Prabhu, it's very early. It's not early, it's Mangal Arati. I'm coming to call your heart to come and dance. Don't you like to dance? Yes. So get up and dance. Have a little dance in the shower and bum bum bum, and then we chant and sing and dance in Mangalarti. Great New Delhi. That's why it's called Mangalam. It's called Mangal Arti. It's not the inauspicious ceremony. It's the auspicious ceremony. It makes your life auspicious. I've heard it like this, you know. I like to get up. I like to sing in the mornings. It's nice. And I think people should get up to Mangal Arti because they want to get up to Mangal Arti. But at the same time, discipline is also there. And when it comes to class, I said many times, hey, if you don't listen to classes in the morning, you're going to lose it because you're going to forget what this process is all about. Like I'm trying to speak things to you, I'm trying to make sense to you. I mean, I'm trying to make you happy. I'm trying to entertain you. I'm also trying to enliven you. I'm also trying to enlighten you. Because giving you some light on certain dark issues. We need some light when things get dark. That's why everybody has a flashlight. And when it gets real dark, you pull out your flashlight. So when there's things dark, so we need some enlightenment on it. So this is, and the greatest of all lights come to us through the auspicious images of Krishna Bhakti. And I said, karma and jnana. I was just explaining karma. Yes, there's karma. There's beautiful things. Karma means work. Karma kanda means work as worship to obtain certain things. Anya vilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anavritam. The bhakta, he renounces karma for his own gain. He can have karma as devotional service. There's also work in devotional service. That's a different story. Because you make this service, but you're not negotiating this service. It's not that I do this service and Krishna, you will do this for me. No. We leave it up to Krishna. Krishna, you know what's good and what's bad for me. And jnana, the same thing with jnana. The subject of jnana is so important. And the bhakta renounces jnana. He doesn't want to know everything about Krishna. Of course, he loves to talk about Krishna, meditate about Krishna, sing Krishna's name, but he's not putting his jnana over Krishna. No. Not at all. Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayochita says, when you are worshipping Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayochita, Yana Gyati Asu Vairagyam, Dhyana Chayam Ahaitukam. When you do that, when you worship Krishna, when you do follow the spiritual master, cooperate with him, are attached with the devotees, are attached with your husband, with your wife, make plans together, don't go against each other, don't compete, complement yourself. We are all different, each and everyone has something to do, complement yourself with others. And then what will come? Then you will get automatic understanding of what is Krishna's love. You will have no need for jnana. Jnana chayat haikam. Whatever need for intellectual understandings, they will come automatically from within the heart. You don't have to read 5,000 books and analyze them all and compare this and like sometimes when you read many books, you get a little depressed because everything you read you also forget. What did I read in this book? I'm getting old. I forget my mantras which I memorized. And now I'm finished because I will not remember Krishna in the moment of death. No. Because you can only remember what Krishna wants you to remember. That's why he says, Savasyasham Lidesani Vishwamadas Vidyana Maporamcha. I give them memory. I give the knowledge and I give the forgetfulness. So if Krishna wants you to forget, you will forget. If Krishna wants you to remember, you will remember. So we are, bhakti means to put yourself in the hands of Krishna. And some people say, yes, I've tried that for so many years. I put myself in the hands of Krishna, but I still feel that I need to get some other kicks out of it. I need to do some other things. That is very dangerous. Because Krishna has the supreme control of everything. And that will never change. Krishna is the supreme controller, and by his control, he will give you what's good for you. I've seen it so many times, my friends, that sometimes Krishna wants to favor a devotee. And he just favors them, he showers them with mercy. And another devotee, for some reason, is not showering with mercy. Because he's not meant to happen, or he's meant to get some other type of lesson. No. There's no way you can control that. And this is going to be the same way until you die. In the moment of death, you can be showered with mercy, and you can also, Krishna says, I reward you accordingly. And I said, I reward you accordingly. That's not my position. I cannot reward anybody. But he says, Krishna, the Supreme Lord says, as you surrender unto me, I reward you accordingly. Oh, the Bhagavad Gita is so sweet, it's so clear. It's the top book of theism. It really explains the relation between God and the Jiva. It's all Sarvadharma Parijajya Mamekam Saranam Vraja. You just surrender unto me. Give up all other type of religious considerations. He says, give up all other kinds of religious consideration. He doesn't say, give up all other kinds of entertainment. Because if you're serious in spiritual life, you're not engaged in entertainment anyway. You're just engaged in religion. So he's saying, give up all different types of fruitive, calculative religions and just surrender unto me. I will take care of you. Do not fear. So what kick you need to get out? Oh, sometimes maybe I have no taste for the holy name. Yes, I believe that. Why do I believe that? Because I also don't have taste for the holy name. Me, you don't have taste for the holy name? Well, I heard Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says he didn't have taste for the holy name. So I don't feel that bad about it, that I don't have a taste for the holy name. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself says he doesn't have taste for the holy name, and he's God himself. But he seems to have lots of taste for serving the devotees, because he's always serving the devotees. You see, this is the teachings, how a devotee feels. A devotee feels, I'm not advanced, I'm not a devotee, I'm nothing, I'm not advanced. But we always want to get, I'm the big yogi, I'm the big Mataji, I'm the big leader, I'm the big temple president. No, you're not. I'm the big guru, I'm the big sannyasi. Now I know it better than my guru as well. No, you're not. It's very strange, The devotees, the elder they get, the more humble they should be. And that we see Prabhupada, Puri Maharaj 1, Puri Maharaj 2, Srila Maharaj, that's how they were. Srila Maharaj said, that's how bad they taught them to speak about me. Oh, that's only because they don't know how really bad I am, so they only say this little thing. That's how he reacted. Srila Maharaj said, oh God, please pray for me that I may not go away from my Guru Dev's lotus feet. He asked me. And I was with Srila Maharaj. I heard it with my own ears. Things like that. So great devotees, they're not saying, we are more fleshy and more shiny and more like they are. Like every day you get another star on your a stripe on your dress, you're like the samadhi ecstasy, self-realized what you call condecorated, Like the military, they have 1 star, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these badges. Some of them have like all the way, their whole chest is full of. That's me. This is totally foolish. Completely foolish. Military people are totally foolish. What Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said is very interesting. He said, rank is just the guinea stamp, but man is the gold of it. Let me explain that to you. When you have gold, like a ring or something, then the people who work with the gold, they know what kind of gold it is, 14 karat, 24 karat. And then they take a stamp. That stamp is called the guinea stamp, and they mark it on the gold. 14 kilos, whatever. This guinea stamp you can put on mud also. If I take mud and I put 14 karat or something like that, that doesn't make the mud gold. If I put it in a tomato, you can also see it, but it doesn't make the tomato gold. If I put it in aluminium, it doesn't make the aluminium gold. In other words, the stamp is nothing. But still, why do they stamp the gold? Because it's a quality guarantee from the manufacturer. So, the rank, the title, Swami, Guru, Temple President, this is another star. It's just a guinea stamp. But you and your work, your quality, that has to be the gold. You have to be, we want to get rank and file. We want to stand out in life. What did you do? I remember in the hippie times, one said, who are you? Well, I'm an old hippie. Yeah, wow, really? What does that mean? I already took 120 LSD trips. Wow. You must be an old flipped out guy. I mean, you must have really experienced 120 LSD trips. Huh? How long is your hair? Already reaching here, That was the hippie rank and file. How long is your hair and how many drugs you have taken? That was there. And maybe, and if you were to India, then you used to have your Afghan jacket. And the hippies, they had the whole fashion going on, And if you wanted to be a good hippie, then you had to have some of that fashion. So we have this all kinds of fashions. Now we have a new fashion. And some devotees also create fashions. Prabhupada didn't like it. One time there was this guy, he was bringing out this one tulsi, one little silver bead, and another tulsi, another silver bead, another tulsi, another silver bead. That was for the ordinary. Because the good ones, they had one tulsi, one gold, one tulsi, one gold. Something special. I mean, it's like distinguishing yourself. Prabhupada saw that, said, what is this? He said, oh, I got this from the market. Prabhupada said, I didn't want this type of thing. I didn't want fashion. See, this is not. I mean, I also created a fashion, I must admit. I created the Imli Tala fashion. By the way, I have some Imli Talas here for my fashion. So if somebody of you does not have an Imli Tala, if you don't have, I'm always supplying because Lord Krishna has been very, very, very kind with me, has given me so much Imli Tala wood. So it's always my joy because it is a kalpavriksha. It is you want to have the maximum, you want to have the best thing in life, and then take an Imli Tala and you get the best thing of life because Imli Tala is the best thing of life. It's a kalpavriksha, a desire tree, and I have experience of it myself, at least I believe in it 100%. 100% I can't say because I don't know even what believe 100% is, but anyway, my brain is very inclined, that's why I carry it. So like this, you know, the sacred tree of Imlitala, no? We cannot get, okay, I was saying, you know, some devotees, they're hanging Imlitala around their neck because they saw I invented that a little bit. But don't become proud of it, please. It's just for keeping the desire tree next to your heart, so when you chant, it's more powerful. Krishna, please help me, please help me. Please let me become an instrument of your love. I'm a useless fellow. You know, one thing is like you chant in the beginning, everything with enthusiasm, and then 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I'm still chanting, I'm still not a millionaire, what's happening? Something went wrong. Something went wrong in my chanting. Wait a second, who told you that from chanting you become a millionaire? If you become a millionaire, if Krishna wants you to become a millionaire, you worked a lot. And then, better, half of your million is already engaged in devotional service, because if you became a millionaire and you didn't give a $500,000 to Krishna, then you're only sitting on the fire of your fruitive activities. It's burning your butt. That's all. It's not going to give you fortune or nothing. All this money you sit on. You're not using it for Krishna. Thanks. No thanks. I don't want to be Bill Gates. Okay, he made a big foundation to invest money in vaccination and in transgenic researches. Thank you. No brain, you know? All useless. So, careful. But so, and some people say, I'm chanting Hare Krishna so long, you know, and now I have a pain in the back. That's not supposed to be. Well, where did you heard that you chant so that you never have a pain in the back? It's not the deal. So we become older, we become this, we become that, and then we become morose and says, why is this? Why is that? Why did this not happen? Why did that not happen? It's not right. You didn't read the books. You didn't come to the classes. You didn't read the chants. You forgot what it's all about. It's about becoming old in Krishna consciousness and lose all your teeth. You go, how are you doing now? Oh yeah, I'm still trying to make this Hindu society respectable. Oh, really, this is nice. You still haven't given up, huh? That's what Krishna consciousness is all about. You become old and frail and die in Krishna consciousness. What's that? Hridaya Chaitanya died a few weeks ago in bliss, in Krishna's hands. He was taken in Krishna's hands from Vrindavan directly to Goloka Vrindavan. He was taken in front of our eyes. That's Krishna consciousness, how to die. George Harrison, he so nicely wrote, we have to know the art of dying. And he knew it. George Harrison, when he got to the stage of dying, he surrounded himself by devotees and they chanted and he died. So he knew it, the art of dying. We're not here for becoming flashy, successful, recognized that we are out in the newspaper and everybody comes and says, congratulations, mister, now you're the first degree citizen for all the good things you have done. I mean, if that happens, okay. But don't be proud of it. I was honored when I got an invitation to the natives of Colombia for the meeting of all the natives for Ikwashaduna. You know how I felt? I felt so honored on behalf of Prabhupada. My spiritual master's contribution had been chosen to be invited through those people who want to save the world by becoming guardians of Mother Earth, and they think this guy is a good guy. Let's invite him. He has something to give. I was very honored. If they would have said, they want to give you the Nobel Prize, I don't think I could accept that with all these rascals getting the Nobel Prize. But maybe on behalf of Prabhupada, I would have to accept, because there's many people, they should also respect the devotees. But otherwise, it's not a price worth accepting. So degraded it has become. But I'm just giving you an example. How to behave, what to do. I was received in Bucaramanga. Bucaramanga is one city. We are preaching there for 30 years. For 30 years, and always good example against drugs and this and that. Then one of the mayors of Bucaramanga, he had a liking for the devotees. I don't even know why, because he didn't even become a strict vegetarian, but he had a liking, and his son had a big accident. He was hoping the devotees give some prayer for his son, which they did, and his son recovered to a large degree. Anyhow, it's a separate side issue. So then somebody said, when the Swami comes to town, why don't you give him the key of the city, like an honorary reception? In a city, when somebody is coming and he's considered a special visitor, then there is a kind of a tradition, he gets the key of the city. No? So they said, why don't you give him the key of the city? He said, no, why not? Swamiji is coming here for 30 years doing this. Let's do it. So I came to Bucaramanga. I was invited to the mayor's office ceremony. All the people there, thank you for coming to us. Here's the key of the city. Very nice. Please give a little speech and this and that. Okay. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, I can receive this. Because the only reason I'm here is because my Guru Dev Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he sent me here. I have otherwise no business here. A few months later, 2 months later, he was kicked out from the mayor's office. Why? By the Opus Dei. Because he had given honor to another religion. He was kicked out from mayor, and he was inhabilitated for 10 years to do political work. No reason otherwise. Obviously, it was the Opus Dei. Anyway, he accepted it. He says, well, that's what meant to be. It was funny things, you think, just name and fame and money. No. We are not chanting Hare Krishna to get name and fame and money. But we are here to protect the devotees, to make service with the devotees, to glorify our Guru. That's what we are here for. We have no other business. We don't want to have a more important position in the society of the devotees. I'm not the president of the society. In our functioning work, the only thing important is to have a service. If you're attached to your service because you want to do a service, it's very beautiful. But if you're attached to your service because it makes you feel senior or superior to others, then it will be taken away from you. It's not, in Krishna consciousness, you don't want prestige. That's what Nadanam, Nadyanam, Nasundarim, Kavitam, Vajagati, Shakamaye. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in the Shikshastakam. He says, we don't want beautiful women, we don't want followers of distinction, and we don't want any monetary gain and benefit. We don't want that. We are not here for that. We are not joining the Krishna institution so we get name, fame, and distinction. No. Then you never read the Shikshastakam. But somebody has to take the honor. Somebody has to be temple president. Somebody has to be the sannyasi. Somebody has to be the guru. Somebody has to drive the car. Somebody has to marry the woman. Somebody has to be the father of the children and the mother. But if you think because of that you're more than others, forget it. You're not. You're not more than others. Not at all. It's difficult to understand the real essence of Bhakti Yoga. It's difficult. I know it's difficult because I don't understand it myself either. But I'm hearing this, I'm listening, and I'm associating with great devotees. That is my luck. I hang around with great guys. With B.A. Maharaj, with Vishnu Maharaj. Oh, so many names I can mention to you. And so many names you never heard about because there are so many and I can't mention them all. If you want to meet the great guys I meet, you have to hang around with me. Those who went with me to India, they have seen that. How many wonderful people come, sannyasis, devotees, renounced women. Pratima. Pratima is one of the female spiritual masters in the Gaudiya Math. Most wonderful woman. I told Prishni, go and help Pratima, learn from her. Because she's right next to our temple. Her temple is there. If you meet her. And Prabhavati Didi, Pishima, great woman, great, and so sweet and so loving and so clear. Hashi Didi, another great woman devotee. So I'm hanging around with guys like that. So therefore I understand that I don't understand anything. Because it's a very elevated thing to really become a pure devotee in this world. It will probably take many lifetimes that we become real pure devotees. So what if it shall take many lifetimes? Then let it take many lifetimes, but don't waste a lifetime. Don't waste it, because you don't know what happens. But one thing is for sure, the devotees, they're the best companion in this journey. But careful. Then you think, the devotees and me, we together, we are the best. And the others are worse than nothing. Shit. That wasn't the conclusion you should come to. You should say, the devotees and me, we together, we are going to serve all the other beloved devotees and potential brothers and sisters in this world and make them appreciate this wonderful gift our Guru Dev and Krishna has brought to this world. Not we are better than the others. No, that's not a good idea. Shouldn't think like that. Pride comes before the fall, that's all. So you're not becoming better. So we are not against people who smoke marijuana. We are not against people who take ayahuasca. We are not against people who eat meat. We are not against people who are corrupt. But we are against corruption, degradation, disviation, things which take you away from Krishna. We are against that. We are not in favor of that which disturbs, but we are not against the tigers who eat a lot of meat. We're not against the people who do things which we don't like to do. Congratulations if you don't do it. Congratulations, that's all I can say. It's not that we are against anybody. We don't demonize those who don't do what we don't do. Because it's crazy. Why should you demonize? If you want to know what's right, what's wrong, read the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna makes it pretty clear. What's the chapter called? The demoniac and the divine characteristics. There's some demoniac characteristics. Shit for me. I see demonic characteristics. I thought I was already divine. But Krishna gives a long list of them for us to analyze, to understand. Confirmed? So, you see, I could go on and talk a lot of this, about all this. I just wanted you to show these beautiful images. Number one, we also have a new devotee here in the family today for initiation. This is the message. We have the full moon. We hope today we have a real night, a night of singing and dancing. They said yesterday was real nice out there with the fire, so I invite Krishna Das to help us and to make a very beautiful song night today and afternoon also, so we can chant a lot and the different musicians, let's have some nice singing. And then after I give initiation to him, if somebody hasn't gotten an Imritala, Don't ask for an Imritella if you already got one, because I'm trying to spread them out to those who don't have. So, thank you so much, and all glories to their Divine Lordship. Now, I didn't really finish my subject of images in divine meditation inside. No, inside of us, I must say, you can only do this recollection and meditation on Lord Krishna's sweet pastimes if you do listen a lot to the descriptions and read the books of Srila Prabhupada. Especially, I do recommend to you Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is very sweet images of, and you know, recollecting Radha Krishna is very elevated, but if you can recollect Lord Chaitanya's pastime, that's very, very safe. It's very safe. You make more easy advancement by recollecting those, and they will bring other higher thoughts almost automatically into your pictures. And just look at them and meditate and talk about them and listening to the classes who are connecting us with the divine pictures, with the divine image of Goloka Vrindavan, Mayapur Dham, Gupta Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri Dham, Kshetra Dham, Sweet Kshetra Dham. So yesterday we saw Krishna Vilas had many pictures from the holy dhams you could see, and we are trying to make the holy dhams more beautiful all the time. Thank you, O Lord Srila Prabhupada. Is there any question to this? You have announcements to make? You want to make them not right now? Okay.